Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 18th to the 24th of January 2016. Now we are building up to the Leo full moon at the weekend, and midweek we have the Sun entering the sign of Aquarius. But the energy really is still all about this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Mercury went into Capricorn on the 11th of December and on the 20th of December went over the point that it's going to retrograde back to at the beginning of next week. So we are still very much in that retrograde phase. We're still learning those lessons, and it's all about how we think and our core strength. So this week and next week we have Mercury travelling with Pluto at the middle degree of Capricorn. This is very significant and an opposition to the fixed star Sirius in Cancer. Because in astrology we don't really have 12 signs, we have 6 pairs, so Capricorn and Cancer are a pair. Anything that happens in Capricorn is reflected over in the sign of Cancer, where we find the fixed star Sirius. So for the next couple of weeks we need to be very, very mindful. We're dealing with our core strength, like I say. We're dealing with stripping back to core basics, letting go of outdated tradition, outdated responsibility, any excess weight that we've been carrying that's been built up around us, so that we can get back to that pure inner light, especially when we head through the month of Aquarius. So a very, very deep and soulful couple of weeks as we explore the Capricorn Cancer energy. And it's important just to pace ourselves, to be reflective, to revisit the past, to look at what makes us feel dense, our worries and our fears, what's dragging us down, and what belief systems are no longer appropriate that we can let go of to make some fundamental changes on the inside. Because your mind is a very powerful tool, and once we truly change our mind, then we start to radiate on a different vibration and create a different reality. But it's very important to know our mind, so this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn has been and still is incredibly powerful. So Mercury turns direct on the 25th, but for now we're still in the retrograde phase, which means going back, making inner alterations, fine-tuning our core fabric so that we are strong and centered and supple and powerful and self-supporting as we step forward into the month of Aquarius. So for Monday, Tuesday, very reflective, well worth going in and finding those insights, finding those realizations, and doing some healing of the past. We're connecting with our inner resourcefulness, our inner treasure, our inner gold, and really anchoring with that by Tuesday. On Wednesday we have the Sun entering Aquarius, and we feel a shift in energy at this point. Aquarius is the illumined one, it's the wise seeker, it's the magician. It's the application of universal wisdom. So it's all about being self-illuminated in the month of Aquarius. And if we have cleared away a lot of debris and density, then we've made that inner space, we've expanded on the inside to make room for that light to shine more brightly. And that is enlightenment, it's levity in space first, in order that the light can then be radiated from that place. So Aquarius is always an incredibly powerful month, and we need to know our own mind. It's very much about wisdom, seeking the universal truths rather than just believing what we've been told or what we see on TV or Facebook, challenging some of the things that we're being told to believe, because not everything is actually as it seems. So Aquarius is paired with Leo, those are the opposites, and Aquarius is the rebel lion, rebellion. So we have to have the core heart strength, the courage and the wisdom to actually walk this path. And like I say, if we've cleared that space, if we've elevated out of the density and the conditioning, then we're now free to actually explore from a much more empowered perspective. So we can challenge things. Not everything is immediately as it seems. So if you see something, don't have the gut reaction of emotion that's required, but maybe have a look and see if it's true first, or what the hidden message is. By Thursday, with this Aquarian energy coming into full effect, then we can start to actually look through Aquarian eyes. We're often told that enlightenment is a long, hard, difficult journey to achieve something maybe at the end and to seek something from outside of ourselves, but this is far from the truth. Everything's actually already perfect, unfolding as it should, delivering its lessons, and we hold on to the illusions of lack and loss, separation, fear and emptiness. But now it's time to have a look at those and see that they are just illusions. We already have what we're looking for. We're already complete with this inner light within us, and we just need to go back and reconnect to that rather than seek outside of ourselves for something that we already have. So Aquarius is very exciting energy for that, the perfection, the purity, the heartbeat, the spark of life, and the reconnection to that simplicity is all that we need. So have a look around and see where you're looking at lack and loss and where you're believing in outdated modes of thinking, and whether you can simplify, whether you can clear the decks and actually choose to align to your divinity, to your perfection and to your inner light, and work from that space. By the weekend we have the full moon in Leo and Venus into Capricorn. So we're pairing up with that Leo now, the Sun in Aquarius opposite the Lion, Leo. So quite an energetic change here. We've had a couple of weeks of quite dense, deep, dark exploration, especially on a subconscious emotional level, and it's easy for some people to get trapped into dwelling and belonging and labelling their state and owning it. But the full moon in Leo calls us to end that period now. If we've done the exploration, it's time to step into a state of being, heart-centered action. It's not direct action because we're still in the retrograde, but we can make simple statements of power from deep within us that we're going to live from our highest vibration, and we're going to let go of the past and let go of that density. So a wonderful time just to walk into your heartbeat, walk into your inner divinity, and to make some truly powerful inner promises on a vibrational level that from this day forth you will live and be and transmit from your highest vibrational soul expression. And with Venus moving into Capricorn too, this adds a sense of worth and purpose, because we've gone back with the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn to find our true values. And with Venus moving into Capricorn, we can actually now become that worth and purpose. We're centered and strong, and we have a sense of purpose and mission. So a really powerful full moon in Leo with Venus in Capricorn, aligning us to our sovereignty, to our divinity, to our simplicity, after what seems like many weeks of soul searching and journeying into the deep dark subconscious realms. But we still have Mercury and Pluto there at the mid degree of Capricorn for the next week, calling us to take things seriously and to do the stripping away work so that we're strong and we're building on firm foundations. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to explore more deeply what these energies mean for you personally, then I'm available in person or over Skype for readings. Or if you'd like to take your time over a year, then please do come and join the membership group, where we're discussing things as they happen and how you can harness the energies and work with them currently, as well as discussing many other interesting topics. If you prefer to learn on your own, then my online courses are available to you. There's a year-long astrology course, a trilogy for tarot, and 2 modules about working with the moon cycles, and 1 about working with the elements to cleanse and clear your space. So there's lots of courses there with video and notes that you can work on remotely and have email access to me to ask any questions. So whether it's a reading, joining the group, or an online course, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.